The university has implemented a new tool for better communication around campus. Hello everyone, I'm Wes Sheeler.
And I'm Jack Wise. We'll have that story, plus with Thanksgiving break upon us, students are staying on campus, don't know what to do. As the Hawks prepare to celebrate Turkey Day, international students are unsure what their break will look like. Quincy University dorm halls close noon Friday, December 17th, and do not reopen until November 26th. There are still questions about how the school will feed students who stay over break.
Well, Quincy University, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing for international students. I know my coach purely because I'm part of the swim team, so athletic team. He requests to have money sent for us or available for us during the break. I'm not exactly sure what the amount is, but he'll give it to us in a lump sum, I think Sunday or something. Yeah, so we'll stay over break and we'll have to spend that money accordingly.
International student athletes are looking to their coaches for answers. While students know of events planned for over break, their main concerns have not been addressed by the university.
It's never too late to learn about women in history and win prizes at a bingo game. Garner Hall's resident assistants hosted a Women in History themed bingo night. It was set up in the lobby of Garner Hall with prizes and snacks. On every bingo card were names of influential women in history.
This event was great. I love how we all got together. I feel like I got to know a lot more people and we all got to learn about our history. It was just such a great experience and I hope we do more.
Bingo! Whoa!
Prizes included a light-up vanity, a Stanley Cup, and headphones. The holidays are coming up, so QU students should look forward to holiday-themed events and big money bingo to wrap up the end of the fall semester.
In the fall, Quincy University introduced a new app called Navigate. Navigate is QU's student success software platform. It is another step in QU's Success by Design initiative. The app is intended to help students from when they enter college till they walk at graduation. Navigate allows faculty, students, advisors, and staff, allowing them to communicate more effectively.
It's a connection tool, and I think uniting everybody together in student success is key, and that's what this app does.
The QU Navigate mobile app is a tool for students, enabling them to connect with and schedule appointments, but some students are struggling.
I tried using it to set up the advisor meeting to pick my classes for next semester, and I just couldn't really figure it out very easily, so I ended up just emailing my advisor to set up a time.
Mary Bergstrom will show you how to set up an appointment.
Click on the appointment icon. You'll see at the bottom of the page there'll be an appointment invitation for course registration meeting. Click on that. This will open up who it came from and what the service would be. Click on the blue icon, Find Time Availabilities. And you'll see I'm looking to meet with Dr. Hale. And Dr. Hale has various availabilities on these days. I scroll through and find one that fits my schedule. I'm going to pick November the 7th at 9 o'clock. It will load the appointment day and time. It will ask me if I want to meet virtually or in person. I've selected in person, and I can add a few comments here. You don't have to add comments there. And then you have a choice whether you'd like to get an email reminder or a text reminder about this particular appointment. Then click the blue schedule icon. And you have just scheduled an appointment with your faculty advisor.
If you are stuck, there's a help button that you can click that has common questions and it will email you the answer. Students can email qunavigate@quincy.edu. Students can also email suggestions to help make the app better.
When was the last time you played bingo, Jack?
I think it was last semester in the CAF. Coming up, QUTV's Jake Vitale will be telling us what to wear this coming weekend.
And I'm Jake Vitale, and I'm doing your QUTV weather today. So now we're going to look at what it's going to look like over your Thanksgiving break. Whenever you hit the road, you're going to have some nice warm conditions, but by the time you step out of your car, it's probably going to be a little bit colder that evening. So looking at the weather today we have a high of 70 degrees with a possible low of 44, which is slightly warmer than this time of the year typically, where the averages typically top out at 53 and a low of 34. Luckily, We're close to that record high of 1990 at 73 degrees, and very luckily we're not near that 1940 low of 9. So looking at our weather today, it's going to be up to 69 with some pretty warm temperatures, no real clouds in the sky, and we're going to get a little bit of breeze from the southwest at 9 miles an hour. Coming into tonight, the temperatures are going to drop down a little bit, but it's still pretty warm, so you won't really need too much of a jacket, maybe a light coat at best. With the wind slowing down to 5 miles an hour, it might be a good time to go out and run some errands. Looking at Thursday, we'll get those temperatures back up into the mid-60s. With the clouds starting to come in, that's going to drop the temperature later in the week, but not too worried about that just yet, with a little bit of wind picking up from the south at 14 miles an hour. So looking at our 7-day forecast, we see that the temperatures remain pretty consistent throughout the week at the 60s, 50s, and then towards the end of the week, we see that they start to drop down to those low 40s, mid 40s. But there's only sun out, so you won't really have to worry too much. Maybe a light jacket, maybe a coat if you really get a little chilly. And so I decided to take a nice little picture yesterday of the beautiful sunset up here at North Campus in Quincy University. So if anybody has any more pictures to send in for us, we'd love to use them. So that's your weather for the week. Thank you so much. My name is Jake Vitale, and that's your weather for the week.
To make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Welcome back. Kaylin Lowry will tell us how the women started their season this week.
But first, he'll tell us about men's bowling traveling to Davenport, Iowa.
Hey man, I'm really excited this week. I got a lot for you guys this week, so let's get right into it. Weekend events allow athletes to bond with another. The bowling team traveled to Davenport, Iowa for the Leatherneck Classic. This weekend, men's bowling traveled to the biggest tournament so far. The men found ways to prepare for the weekend. During the downtime, the team tries to make most of their weekend with football. What a catch. The tournament consisted of 44 teams all throughout the Midwest. They bond and talk strategies to succeed. Some strategies include surfacing equipment, others include finding lanes to have a higher strike percentage.
So benefits of team travel includes us growing stronger as a team, making sure we're on pace to succeed for the weekend, maybe game plan a little bit. Honestly, it's a lot of fun, and realistically, I think it's really good for our team.
The Hawks struggled this weekend, finishing in 22nd overall. Although they struggled, the memories will live on. The season for the Sprint football team has come to an end in the Midwest Sprint Football League tournament on Saturday. In only their second year as a program, the Hawks went 5-3 and went 3-1 at home. The Hawks came up short as they lost to St. Mary of the Woods College from West Terre-Haute, Indiana, with a final score of 13-23.
Guys, man, the jokes, the sarcasm, all that stuff you always will remember. Those long trips, those long nights, or whatever it is, the one thing you do remember is those conversations that you have with your guys about just either it's life lessons or jokes being told.
The Hawks are looking forward to the future and having an even better season in 2024. The Quincy women's basketball team tipped off their home opener this past weekend in the GLVC GMAC Crossover Challenge. After a season-opening exhibition game at Purdue University, the Hawks got to play in front of a Pepsi Arena crowd for the first time this season. They faced off against Cedarville in the game one of the tournament. A key bucket in the paint from Samara Williams and good work at the free throw line kept the Hawks in it early. However, the Hawks found themselves down big in the fourth quarter. This last-minute Cedarville mistake gave the Hawks one last chance late in the game. And a missed game-winning three-point attempt is ultimately what sealed the deal.
I'm really proud of our effort in the end. We fought really hard to get back into it. We put ourselves in a spot to win, and anything can happen in the fourth. It just didn't go our way today.
The Hawks dropped the second game of the tournament to Ursuline College 77-60 and will host the Hasten Spear Funeral Home Classic at Pepsi Arena this coming weekend. The Health and Fitness Center at the Quincy University has revamped its weight room, adding new equipment to fulfill the workout needs of students. The HFC weight room in recent years has been lacking in equipment and having very dated machines. As of late though, they have gotten new bars and weights and even some new racks. This revamp has allowed students to do more lifts and broaden out their own workouts.
I feel like it's a great improvement to the weight room for us athletes that can't get into the actual weight room during the day because of class. I feel like it's more productive to work out in the HFC now.
Now with new racks and bars, students have the capability to add more to their workouts. Hang up those cleats and maybe spray a bit of Febreze in those as well, because Quincy football season came to an end. Quincy football has finished up their season, ending their 3-week losing streak with a 38-28 win over Upper Iowa University. With their season ending with a win-loss record of 6-5, this batch of Hawks has made history, being the first team since 2014 with a finishing season.
We had a lot of guys that had to step up that had never really played many snaps before. Going into the season, we knew that we didn't have a lot of snaps played, and a lot of guys really stepped up, and that was kind of the story of our offense. You know, we lost a handful of guys from last year that played a lot of snaps for Quincy, and offensively, we had a lot of people step up and make big plays for us.
Even though Quincy started off hot at the beginning of the season, they always found a way to move out before the cool down. Whoa, 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 whoa! And even though they got knocked back down, they always found a way to get back up.
If you look at last year versus this year, just statistically wise, there's been a whole change in that, and it's a lot of guys that are coming back. There's a lot of the same guys, and so I was really proud of how, the leadership in my room stepped up, and how, I thought we were the, most well-prepared group out there each and every day.
Not only was Quincy University sending troops on the field, so were Quincy High, as the Blue Devils headed into the non-league game against Mount Carmel Caravan. With the Blue Devils coming into the game 11-0, had a devastating game, losing to the Caravan 61-14. Here we have the Caravan quarterback dropping back for a pass, and he throws it deep in the touchdown for... Here we go, we have the Blue Devils trying to get back into the game late, and he throws it down the field, and some big, huge pick from number 2, who was amazing throughout this game, and he had more to show throughout the rest of the night. With the 2023 fall sports season coming to a close, what is the next for Quincy University is unknown. While the Rock is a historic stadium for QU, some changes might need to be made. The Rock is a place rich in history that prides itself on the older features, but some of the newer features might need to be updated. More specifically, the turf. With 4 teams practicing on it every day for their season, along with the off-season training, the turf will definitely wear down at a higher rate.
The average lifespan is already only 8 to 10 years, and whenever you have multiple teams practicing on it and competing on it, that can potentially decrease the life expectancy, especially it can start to pull apart at the seams, or it can become really compact and really...
With Legend Stadium receiving new turf on its field, the Rock should not be too far behind. Speaking from experience, the turf, it's not that bad. It's kind of slick sometimes, kind of gets caught up on my cleats, but I don't have no complaints.
Being on it for baseball, I've never had too much issues with it either.
I don't like turf. Coming from a golf background, I'm just a grass kind of guy.
What about you, Wes?
As a non-athletic student, I have no experience with turfs whatsoever. For more, be sure to check us out on social media and QUmedia.net. Have a great day.